exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Darnold on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. First down. Here's Cousins. Buying time to his left. And incomplete to open things up. Adam Shaheen was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's right. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Got a man, it's right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more there.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is...
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here's Darquan, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll run again now with Darquan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold found his target. It's Anderson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Letting one go deep for a new... He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. From Viking territory now. They'll come up first and 10 at the 24. On first down, it's Darnold. And this is caught at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Again, Darnold. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. He's going to get it running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Leggett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Oh, and now he bowls it over. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 58 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2nd down, Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Darquan. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Ben Gideon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw, Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Gun. Let's go.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Steps away to his left. And some space here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Cousins on first down. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. A first down throw for Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On second down, Cousins again. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach to return. Here comes Marcus Sherrills. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
All right, here we go.
Throwing is Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
On the run, Darkwa. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run with Darkwa. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Leopard!
And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jets are able to strike for 6. And he knocks it through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Here comes Sherrills. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun?
All right, throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Cousins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. Open here, Adam Thielen. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And they'll run it here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And Green with a catch left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Second down, here's Crowell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he rifles one incomplete. Jordan Leggett, the tight end, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Darnold on third down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Darnold from the red zone now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Here's Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Orleans Darkwa, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. 1st down. Here's Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Again, it's Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Cousins now on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Buying time to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Whitehead, the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Right back to him on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Hey, here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hey, watch 85. Watch 85.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. We got man.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And now whistles and a flag.